My name is Melissa Sklarz. I am currently the Vice President of Stonewall Democratic Club of New York City, former President of Gay and Lesbian Independent Democrats, and until recently I was the co-chair of the Board of Directors of National Stonewall Democrats. In my opportunity to get involved with the Democratic Party, in 1999 I became the first transgender person to run for office and win in New York State. In December 2002 in New York State, the Sexual Orientation Non-Discrimination Act passed in the state legislature and signed by the governor, giving gay and lesbian people civil rights in New York. Transgender people worked very hard to change the language to include language that would help people based on gender identity. We were unsuccessful in our effort. At that moment, what we did is we created our own bill called the Gender Expression Non-Discrimination Act, or GENDA. The bill is now, we've been fighting for 10 years in New York State through the legislature. We've now passed through the lower house in New York 3 times, in the assembly with large majorities, and now we're working on the Senate. Transgender people are all around us. We are your children, we are your spouses, we are your colleagues at work. This is not a game, this is not a nightclub act. It's real people living real lives and with a real need for basic civil rights. All of us deserve the right to have an education, job protection, health care, and be taken seriously as people. None of the bills in place now do that for transgender and transsexual people. This is what I'm hoping our bill and our lobbying will provide. What's happened in being trans, you take a look through the trans life in 2011. Well, in the 1990s, it was different. And there were no templates. There were no role models. I am my own role model. And, we didn't know what would happen. We didn't know how people would react. What is it going to like to have an out transsexual person in politics? But my mentors were out gay people and out lesbians. I followed in their footsteps. It seemed to work for them. We thought being out as a transsexual would work as it has for them. I no longer agree to that. But it has worked out on a personal level, and it's given me some visibility. When the first time that I was invited to the first gay pride in President Obama's White House, that would have been in June 2009, and I wrote something here for Gay City News. And my father fought in World War II, and both my grandfathers fought in World War I. And yet, of all of us, of all the Sklarzes, it's the substance abuse transsexual daughter that gets invited to the White House to meet the president instead of all the men and all their valiant service. So I was always, I pondered that, that the work means something to someone, that I would get invited to meet the president. My personal journey has been amazing. If I was a varsity athlete in high school, and I've struggled with substance abuse, and I've been able, with the help of others and my own spiritual direction, to overcome that. And to now, today, after years of crisis and trials, and now I have a career and I own my own home. I have a place in politics. I've been invited to the White House 3 times. Simple things that single-gendered people do without thought, take work and effort and energy. And I've been able to conquer those, whether it's allowing myself to play softball or going to the beach and frolic among others. I only hope that the work that I've done makes it easier for the next generation of transgender people to not have to struggle as much as I have, and so that their lives are a little bit kinder and gentler. And I'm very optimistic about that.